Hello everyone. This is the video overview of the syllabus for ABA 501, Measurement and Research Methods, and I'll be your instructor for this course. A little bit about me. You can call me Dr. Stockwell or Og, either is fine. I use they, them pronouns, so if you were to use this in a sentence, it might be something like, Og is my instructor for 501. This is their first semester teaching at NLU. They are available over email, so I can always reach out to them if I have any questions about the course. I received my bachelor's degree in social work in 2004 from University of Missouri-Columbia, and my MA in clinical psychology with a specialization in ABA in 2008 from the Chicago School of Professional Psychology. After that, I completed my PhD in applied behavior analysis, also from the Chicago School, and worked as a core faculty member in the ABA department there for 4 years. Currently, I am the Associate Director of Research at the Chicago School, which involves a lot of supervision of thesis and dissertation research. I also founded Upswing Advocates, which is an LGBTQIA-focused nonprofit organization here in Chicago with a focus on community-driven research and trainings for helping professionals and others around LGBTQIA affirming practices and cultural competence in general. And Warner Leland, one of the other adjuncts in NLU's ABA program, is the other staff member at Upswing Advocates. So as BCBAs, we do that work together. I am very, very passionate about research, and I presented and published on different topics, including things like mindfulness, gender and sexuality, relationships and communication, mental health, and instructional design. And I've also supervised student research on things like staff training, precision teaching, verbal behavior, relational frame theory, and ways of disseminating ABA to others outside of the field. So now we're going to go through some of the key elements of the syllabus. So in this course, ABA 501, Measurement and Research Methods, we're primarily going to focus on material required by the Behavior Analysis Certification Board, the BACB. Right now, the test that you'll take to become a board-certified behavior analyst, a BCBA, is based on 4th edition standards. However, this course that you're taking also has been developed to meet the upcoming 5th edition standards. So these are reflected in each module's learning objectives. There's one required textbook for this course, Applied Behavior Analysis, the Cooper, Heron, and Heward book. And I believe that you'll be using this book for a lot of your other courses as well. All required articles will be directly linked on each module's activities and assignments page. And here are the overall course learning objectives, what you'll be expected to be able to do by the time you pass the course. These objectives are broken down into more specific goals for each module, and you can find each module's objectives on D2L. The next part of the syllabus covers the general course expectations. These expectations are pretty similar in every course that you take in this program. First, be sure to check your email accounts every other day at minimum. You'll also be participating in various activities regularly online, so you should log into D2L to check due dates quite often. We'll also have class in person once per week on Tuesday nights, and you'll receive points based on arriving on time, participating, and being respectful towards other people in the class. The first assignment that we'll review are the guided notes. Every week you'll find a Word document to fill in based on the assigned reading. Be sure to type directly into that Word document based on the prompts and the headings. These guided notes are due by midnight, the night before class, so that would be every Monday night, and will be graded based on thorough completion and relevance to the assigned reading. Also, be sure to quote as little as possible. Really just rewrite your notes in your own words. Be sure to paraphrase instead of directly quoting. If you do feel like you must quote, it's so important to always cite your source in APA style, including quotation marks for your quote that you're pulled from the source, the author's last names, the date of the publication, and page numbers. So for example, Cooper, Heron, and Heward, the year, and the page numbers. The next weekly assignment is program instruction. By midnight, the night before class every week, so Monday nights, you'll review material that supplements the assigned reading. This will often take the form of an ed puzzle. You all have probably used ed puzzles before, but for review, here's what that will look like. It'll look something like this. You'll see feedback immediately after submitting each answer. If you see that the answer you submitted was wrong, be sure to comment as shown here with this red box to re-answer the question and or explain why you thought your answer was correct. You'll probably need to scroll down from the video in order to see where to comment. You'll also have brief written assignments due every week. Fieldwork records are due by class time, starting on week 2, and homework assignments are due by Friday at midnight, starting on week 1. Each rubric for these can be found on D2L. Next up, we have fluency training. You can find instructions on how to get started on your fluency training on D2L. Each week, you'll earn points for practicing at least 5 times per week on 5 separate days. Part of your final exam score will be based on you meeting a fluency goal with a set of terms and definitions. Starting on week 3, you'll also be charting your progress and working towards your goal. In addition to our weekly meetings, this course also includes longer workshops every 3 weeks on Saturdays. Be sure to look ahead to the dates of these workshops further down in the syllabus course schedule. And finally, of course, the final exam. Throughout the term, there will be 3 retention quizzes due by the start of each workshop. These will be in exactly the same format as the final exam, so you'll have a chance to get used to the types of questions that will be asked. The questions will be based directly on each module's learning objectives, which are in turn based on the expectations set by the BACB. And remember that the final exam will also include meeting the fluency mastery criteria with your flashcards. Every course in this program has the same late work and resubmission policies. You may submit assignments up to 1 week late with a 10% penalty. However, you may also request assignment extensions before the assignment is due if special circumstances arise. On a case-by-case basis, you may be able to resubmit revised assignments if I see that it would be a beneficial learning experience for you. These resubmissions will, however, also receive the 10% deduction. So take-home point here is please be in communication with me if you notice that things are coming up, or if you need an extension, or if you just want to talk with me about the deadlines or things that you think that I should know. So definitely err on the side of emailing me and talking with me about those deadlines and any potential need for an extension. Finally, as with all syllabi at NLU, the remainder of this course's syllabus includes reminders about APA style and plagiarism, the overall course schedule, which can be found in more detail module by module on D2L, how points for each type of assignment will contribute toward your final grade, and student resources. And that wraps up the overview of the syllabus. Please be sure to read through the syllabus on your own carefully as well. I look forward to working with you soon. And if you have any questions, you can reach me at fstockwell@nl.edu.